Hello, my name is Bradley Hopper. This is Conflict Style Speech. It is on a PowerPoint presentation, but it is a speech, so I will keep the box centered over the slides. So we have conflict. Many of us run from that. We avoid it. Get away from it, right? Many of you guys can relate. Maybe you have your own conflicts at work, your own things that you're going through, and you decide that don't like this conflict, don't want to be part of any conflict. So we can avoid. Maybe we're afraid of the results. We're afraid of our reputation being ruined, our professionalism. What do we do? So here's an example that you can take. You can take your relatable examples and compare them. The conflict is we are at a company and the company wants to trim costs. They want to decrease the cost of by eliminating a role, and what they're eliminating is the administration assistant role. And so they want to go ahead and share that between two supervisors, which is me and Stephanie. Stephanie, she decides that she doesn't want to go with it. She doesn't like the changes. And so therefore she wants to not do what is asked of the company. Me, on the other hand, I decide, okay, I'm going to go with it. I don't like it, but I'd rather be part of the company where if they want to change things up, then they can. So we're at a conflict between me and Stephanie. Things are rising. Now that conflict is summarized, let's look at our best options to deal with this situation. It's heated between me and Stephanie, and we have two different ways. I'm trying to go push forward. She's trying to pull back. So what do we do? How do I solve this? How can I be the bigger person and the more professional person to solve this? So this is what we're going to look at, is what not to do, is avoiding. This is the first thing that comes to mind. Now there is avoiding slide that's a couple of slides from now, but this one I like to go over because it is so true. We like to meditate. We like to get away from it. We don't want to listen to both sides. We don't want to be part of it. So this meditation is not really an answer, a very good answer. The reason why we don't want to avoid is because the issue is still there. It doesn't solve anything. So it fails tremendously. So what is our other options? The first one's avoiding. Be more friendly to reduce tension. That's one of the first options that our instructor gave. And so that's one of the offers. But that's avoiding again. So we've already discussed why we don't want to do that. Go above and be to the higher admin and explain Stephanie's response and unwillingness to abide by new policies. Yeah, but you're competing. So competing is not something that we want to do. We still have a conflict with Stephanie. We still have the work to split, and now there's even more intentions there because we're competing against the other person instead of coming alongside and trying to figure out a solution. Third option is meet with Stephanie, or known as collaborating. This is a win-win result, and it strengthens relationships because they see that we are coming to them with a conflict and we're trying to approach it as like, hey, let's work on this together, rather than not working on it and trying to do our own ways and nothing getting done. So we want to throw that as an option. And option 4, ask to be reassigned. Well, again, is accommodating. She wins everything at this point. So if you get reassigned, you change your position, or you decide not to do it because she's doing it wrong, it doesn't solve anything. It's a lose-lose situation. You're out of the main portion of that decision, and she gets her way. So we don't want to do that. 5, sit down with Stephanie and map out to plan to separate work duties. This is compromising. So then we sit down and we decide what we're going to do together, and that's what is the best option. As I said, that's the best option that there is. There's no more slides. We want to sit down and we want to compromise and we want to so that's the first option that I chose. 1 and 3 is given into Stephanie's demands again. Avoiding, as said earlier, does not solve the issue. Collaborating is my second choice. Collaborating actually works because it helps the relationship get better. When resolving conflict is the best way to do it is compromising, finding middle ground to make this work, as well as just encouraging Stephanie to see the good in changing something. So that's my speech. Thank you.